Hi, welcome to Chick Beer with Hophead and Porter.
I'm Hophead.
And I'm Porter.
And tonight we're trying a recommended beer from its CRVS. I can't say it out loud, so I'll put it up in a title. But thank you very much for recommending. We are trying the Chocolate Oak Aged Yeti, a decadent Imperial Stout. It also says luscious. From Great Divide Brewing, who I've had the Titan IPA and the Hercules, and I'm a big fan. So I'm excited. This should be good. I would like to read the side of the bottle here real quick. Welcome to the newest incarnation of our revered Imperial Stout. We toned down the hops a bit to allow cocoa nibs to contribute some pleasing bitterness, while vanilla notes from the oak combine with the cocoa to create an aroma and flavor akin to a gourmet chocolate bar. A dash of cayenne keep things lively, adding just a bit of heat to the finish. A Yeti for summer? Hell yes. Dark cocoa head.
Shut up.
It smells like cocoa. I'm not even going to say it smells like chocolate. It smells like cocoa.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
There's not much room with the wait for the head to go down a little bit. That's very creamy.
I went a little crazy with the head.
Yeah, a little crazy with the pour. That's alright.
Sorry. I wanted to get a good foam going.
Yeah, I smell rich cocoa in the
Can I smell
the nose?
Your glass?
Yes. Can I smell your glass?
Well, yours is much stronger than mine.
Yes, it is. Although I still get.
Yeah, I still get it.
Excuse me, the cocoa from that. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm smelling.
Oh yeah.
And it's not overwhelming or super powerful, but it is definitely there, and it's like a full, deep sort of scent. It's nice.
This is a very nice dark head, and this
and I'm
is
imagining it's going to be creamy. I can't tell if you can see through it because it's way too dark.
No, I can't see through it. I'm pulling up to the light. There's nothing getting through. This is like a black hole stout. Black hole stout.
Won't you come?
Anyway,
sorry.
This is gonna be a big mess because it's all gonna be head.
Yeah, but I can't wait any longer because it smells really damn good.
It does. All right,
I'm
cheers.
drinking it whether you are or not. Yeah.
Wow.
It is bitter.
It is.
But it's a mild view of a nice chocolate mustache. I don't know if you can see. Oh, there you can see it. Julio down in the schoolyard.
All right, now that I look like ass on film.
That was fantastic. That's I don't know if I like it or not yet.
Oh no! See, like at first it's very bitter.
It is bitter,
and all you taste is the bitter, and then
it smooths out to the cocoa flavor.
Yeah, and then it just like chocolate melting in your mouth, and then it goes away.
You know what? I have a hard time calling it chocolate because it tastes more like. You know what? It tastes like with the bitterness and the cocoa flavor. It tastes like baking chocolate, but in a nice way. I know that probably sounds horrible, but it's nice. Do you know what I mean?
See, I don't know about that because at the end it is sweet.
Well, yeah, that's what makes it nice. That's what makes it not, beer made out of, baking chocolate, which doesn't sound appealing. But a lot of the flavors are very similar to that. It's like almost a mix of the baking chocolate with dark chocolate. That's where like the hint of sweetness comes from.
There's way more sweetness coming out of your glass. Way more chocolate flavor. You didn't really give a good...
You're right, I didn't. It's because you're way better at being Vanna White than I am. Yeti! I like
you
that
got a little tone going on.
We could do your theme song. We'd be more than happy to Great Divide. We can do Titan.
Yeah.
And how about Hercules?
Hercules. Okay.
Porter.
What would you pair this with?
I would pair this
with royalty.
I don't know what I would pair it with, so I'm cheating and looking at the suggested food pairings in the bottle.
Fail. I agree with cheesecake.
You read it already. Yeah, I see how it is. Chocolate mousse, raspberry cake, I could see. I don't know about the raw oysters. I wouldn't want this with raw oysters.
I've never had raw oysters.
Oh my God, I love raw oysters. They're so good. But I don't want any flavor other than the raw oysters when I eat them. So I wouldn't have this with those. We do anti-pairings. Not with raw oysters. I would probably pair this with something deep in flavor, you know. And it could be a dessert. It could be, you know, a meal. But it would be very specific what the meal had to be. And it would have to be something that is rich, but not... What's the word I'm looking for? Not jumping out in any specific characteristic. Rich, but bland, if that makes any sense at all. Does that make sense to you?
Kind of.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think of something that matches that description.
Well, one of the suggestions on the bottle is New York strip steak. And
I can see that being good with any sort of, like, you know, roasted meat. Especially red meat. Sure.
I would go with, over a strip steak, I would go with a filet. With just a plain filet. That's not. It has some sautéed onions on it, and that's it.
The only thing I want to taste with the filet is the fucking filet. That's the whole point of spending that much money on this little tiny piece of meat. Is because it tastes so good. Water.
Perhaps I'm thinking about mouthfeel, because when the steak is done right, it's nice and creamy, and that creaminess with this, that's what I'm looking for. And that's probably why I would go with that pairing. It's because with the creaminess that cut of meat would add to my palate, mixed with this, would be amazing.
You know what would be really good? Imagine that mixed with, like, a fettuccine Alfredo.
Porter. Would you buy a 6-pack of the Yeti?
I think I would. If I could find it in a 6-pack or even a 4-pack. This is very tasty. I really like it. I wish I had a stout glass. ABV is right on, and the flavor, I mean, it's interesting. It's not cloying. It's not too sweet. Obviously, it's very bitter. But the chocolate flavor comes through, and I really like it. And I think I could go with a lot of different foods. Or just alone. Kind of like right now. Because it's very effective. And I only had half of that bottle.
There you go.
Pretty tasty stuff. What about you there, Hophead? Burphead?
Burphead. No, I would not buy a 6-pack. Pardon me. It's nice. It's definitely pretty good. But no, you know, if I'm going to buy a stout, it really has to be super special. I saw the face you're making.
What face?
Jackass.
I had something in my tooth.
Okay. Something in your tooth. Fucking retarded.
What? Yeah.
That was attractive. Anyway, I'm trying to speak here. I don't know if anybody cares about my opinion at all. Apparently, she doesn't. So no, I would not. It is a good taste. But, you know, as I said, a stout, for me to buy a stout, it really needs to be very specific. I'm strict with my stouts. And this doesn't quite come up to what I want.
Not thick enough.
Yeah, if it was thicker, man, I don't know, that might be enough. But a little bit more chocolate would help too.
Man, I don't like it a lot of chocolate out of that. But
dark chocolate. It's nice. It's a good beer. And, you know, I wouldn't turn it away for sure. But I also would not seek it out.
Fair enough.
But thank you for recommending it. It was definitely fun to try, and it does make you feel pretty damn good. That's always appreciated.
Oh yeah.
And that's it for another episode of Chick Beer. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or recommendations, please email us at chicks@chickbeer.tv and visit our website
at chickbeer.tv. Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for the recommendation.
Yes, thank you. I'm enjoying this a lot. You could tell. I'm sure. It's really good.
And we will see you again very soon.
Cheers.